Arabic.
No, but listen, bro, it doesn't
You
have
don't know.
anything to do with Arabic. How can
not
Muslims
getting
who
me.
don't speak Arabic, how can they be real Muslims?
If I tell you,
how can they be real Muslims?
yeah, if I tell you, like, okay, this is written in the Quran,
Okay.
and you didn't study the Quran, you didn't read the Quran at all. How do you know this is the truth?
Content over everything.
You mean you show a quote from the Quran and you
I
ask
just
if
say
it's the
something
truth?
like the Quran said. If the Quran said, if you find any word unbeliever, just kill them.
Okay, if
How do you know
somebody-
that's the truth? How do you
Let
know?
me give you an example. If somebody comes to me and tells me, okay, the Quran says kill all people who don't believe in Islam, I won't believe him because it's just a random quote that he
Exactly.
probably
So
made
how-
up.
how do you believe?
But if I
Do you
read
believe
the
it's the
Quran
truth?
in English, if
Yeah.
I see quotes from the Quran in English,
Yeah, but English.
I
yeah.
can believe them.
How? Because you don't know
It's
Arabic.
a translation.
But you don't know how is the right translation.
My question
How
to
do you
is
know this is the right
exactly the same.
translation?
How can Muslims who don't speak Arabic know the real Quran?
Ask
They're
him
not
about-
real
about
Muslims.
We have the scholar. We have the
No, it
scholar.
has nothing to do with
We have
the
the
scholar.
scholar.
It has to do with the Quran.
In some sense, you're right. I have to agree with that. Why should I just deny everything? But our point to this brother is, you can ask us definitely that, look, this part I don't really understand. You know, because
I
am
can
not-
answer all of this.
Because I don't understand
Just
Arabic.
go on and
I've
answer
not
one by
read it.
one.
For you to say this is wrong, you must be in position, to claim that. But if you don't know, you can definitely say, I don't know what it means. We can humbly.
Guys, I would listen to you if you said that you need to learn Arabic to be a Muslim.
No, that's wrong.
If you
I
said
didn't say
that,
that.
I would believe in
I
you.
didn't say
There would be no
What I
objection.
said, I didn't
If you
say.
said that, you
No,
didn't
I
say
didn't.
that. Yeah, you didn't say that. If you said that. But listen, the problem here is not what I'm saying, what he's saying. The problem here is that you're saying that if you criticize Islam, you need to know Arabic to know what you're talking about. So, by the same logic, when you follow Islam, you need to know the Quran to follow the right kind of Islam, or else you have the same logic, the same, how do you say it, the same truth into you as a person who's criticizing Islam without
Now,
knowing
do you
Arabic.
want me to answer the question? What I'm telling you, brother, when we as Muslims follow the Quran and we don't know Arabic, we go to people who know Arabic, who know Islam properly, and then they guide us and we follow Islam.
Okay, correct.
You can definitely come with the papers, with the books and magazines and say, look, you Muslims, you don't know this, explain to me. We have no problem, okay, have a coffee. I can even give you my own coffee, okay? But to say this is evil
Okay, but
without knowing anything, it's actually a hypocritical position.
Okay, but the same way that
But you're not
functions
implying
is
that
the
the
Quran was
translation
translated
that
by
was
people who do know Arabic.
Now the point I want to make is, we were having a very good conversation about that, and it's not. I never want to be in a position to defend myself and box somebody else. That's not my position. But he came in with a paper, and he's saying this is evil.
Okay.
Correct?
What's the quote, by the way? May I hear the quote?
No, I mean, just coming there. Some could say I don't. But the point is, he could say, look, I don't understand this.
Explain.
The wording, right?
He can make his own conclusion. What's the problem with that?
Good.
I mean, I
For
can
you
make a
to-
conclusion around the Ten Commandments
Yep.
that the commandment about not taking the other one's
Because you have-
slave is wrong because
you
slavery
have
is
read-
wrong.
Brother.
Because you have read 10 commandments and you have not even read the Quran and making conclusion based
What's
on
the
one
problem?
paper.
The Ten Commandments were not written in English originally. So should
Again,
I read them in Hebrew so I can criticize them?
Can you come to this conversation? I think you were
I'm
thinking
in this
somewhere else.
conversation.
You are not.
I'm doing a
Because-
parallelism
no,
between what we're
I'm
talking
saying,
and the Ten
what I'm
Commandments.
saying is something completely different. What I'm saying for him is, if you have read the whole Quran and you took this note and you have problem with this, no problem. What he did is copy and paste and coming here and saying Quran is evil.
How do you know that?
Good. Now,
I've
if he,
researched.
your research, what's your research? Tell me.
I've researched
What do you have researched?
about the worshipping of one God in Quran.
How do you
which is
research? Tell me the
Tawhid.
procedure. I have studied, the research methodology, so you should know how research
So
methodology
you
works.
don't want to accept what is written here?
Astaghfirullah. What I'm saying,
So-
tell me
No,
research
let's read-
methodology.
No, but he has a point because if he has a translation and he's
I
showing
think-
a translation,
we are
he's,
only-
he's
we are-
telling you that this is
Here,
not
no,
correct.
wait, we are practicing our egos, so let's forget
An
it.
ego? What
Let me-
ego?
one second.
Yes, because I
We're
don't wanna
practicing
go-
logic here. You say
Brother.
Muslims who don't know Arabic are real Muslims, but
let's go
critics
back to
of
discussion.
Islam who don't know
Let's go back to
Arabic are not
discussion.
real critics.
Let's go back to discussion. Let's go back to discussion.
I've always been in the
Okay.
discussion.
Go back to discussion. This guy believes that Jesus is God
Okay.
and Jesus died as a God on the cross for the sins of humanity.
I don't agree with it.
Okay?
I'm not a Christian.
That's fine. So I asked him, I said, God is almighty, God is unknowing, God has complete authority. He said, yes. I said, if Jesus is God, he must be almighty, he must be unknowing, and Jesus must have complete authority. I said to him that the true God is almighty, the true God is unknowing, the true God has complete authority. But Jesus is none of them, because Jesus said, I can't do anything myself. Whatever I hear and I judge, and my judgment is just. And I said to him that Jesus said, a man came to Jesus and asked him, when is the day of judgment? Jesus replied that no one knows about the day of judgment. One second.
Okay. Do you agree?
Can I finish?
I understand.
One second, let me finish it, yeah?
Let me speak to him. Let me speak to him. You'll speak soon.
A man came to Jesus and he asked, he said, oh Master, when is the day of judgment? Jesus replied, no one knows about the day of judgment except God in the heaven. Now God is the creator of the universe. He knows what he created. If you create a table, you know what you created, because the designer knows what he created. The Mercedes car dealer, designer, the Mercedes, the BMW, know what he created. So Jesus didn't know the day of judgment. He is not unknowing. He is not God. The true God is unknowing. Jesus didn't got complete authority. He said, I can't do anything myself. Jesus' power is coming from someone else. Jesus said that.
I understand
one
your
second,
point.
let me finish.
I already understand it. Don't worry.
Let me finish. So Jesus said, oh Nazarene children of Israel, listen to this. I'm a man, the servant, the prophet of God, doing miracle with the power of God. So I asked this gentleman, show me one verse in the Bible where Jesus himself said, I'm a God or worship me. You guys listening? Yeah, I'm speaking English. One verse, show me where Jesus said, I'm a God and worship me. If this gentleman can show me one verse in the entire Bible where Jesus said, I'm a God and worship me, today I will accept Christianity.
All right.
My challenge.
All right. Now I'm going to do something that I don't really like doing.
Please.
No.
Okay.
He told me.
My discussion with
I
them,
told
you're
him
not
that I would
Christian.
speak
Are you
to
atheist?
I'm an agnostic. I already said.
So this is a discussion.
Sorry.
Are you agnostic?
Yes, agnostic.
And then you
This is a
wanna
discussion
answer the
between
question
faith.
between Christian
Of
and
course I
Muslim.
can answer
Yeah.
the question.
Yeah.
Why not?
He's asking
Because
the-
he's not disproving Christianity.
comment
And
on it.
if you allow me to speak, I will tell you something
We-
very
I
important
will
for
come
this
to you,
conversation.
and we will speak about that.
I was talking to you. You were
Okay.
telling all of this to me, not to
Yeah.
him.
So,
So I'm the one who's going to
no,
answer
I asked
now.
him, I said, show me where Jesus said, I'm a God and worship me.
Would you allow me to answer him?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
No,
I will
why-
answer you
Christian?
very
You wanna
quickly. I'm
answer
not a
the
Christian.
question?
But I'm going to do something which I don't
No,
like
why
doing,
do you wanna
which is
answer it as a Christian?
defending
I'm
Christians.
asking you that show me where Jesus said, I'm a God and worship me. You don't believe in the Jesus, you don't believe in the
It doesn't
religion.
matter what I believe in.
But this is
It
a
does not
discussion
matter
of
what I-
faith. You know what is in
No,
faith?
It's a question of
We
logic.
call Aqidah.
You are
Aqidah.
logically trying
What's-
to disprove
Okay.
the existence
Let's go about
of Jesus
atheism.
as a God.
Let's go about it. Let's
I'm
go.
not an atheist.
Okay, you're not atheist.
Again, third time, I'm an agnostic.
Okay,
It's
let's
different.
talk about the creator.
No, wait. Let me answer
No,
your
let me
question.
talk with
No,
you.
let me answer.
Leave
you
the
want to answer
Christianity.
your
Leave the
question or not?
Christianity
No,
aside.
now you want to
Let's
leave
have it.
Christianity. Bro,
Leave
I
the
want to
Christian.
answer your question
Okay,
about Christians.
go on.
Okay, thank
Fine,
you.
yeah.
If you believe that God is omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent, like you believe and he believes, you share that, don't you? Absolution of God.
Wait, don't play with the words.
Omnipresent,
Yeah.
omniscient, omnipotent.
Yeah? Okay.
Right?
What
Is that correct? Do you believe in that?
We believe that God is almighty, God is unknowing, God has complete authority.
Yes.
We both share.
Omniscient,
We should, yeah.
omnipresent,
Exactly.
omnipotent.
Yeah, so we share that, yeah.
Yes. So if he has all the power in the world, he has the power to limit himself and show himself in as many shapes and forms as he wants.
Can I
He can
answer?
show
If he
himself in the
wants.
form of Jesus.
he wants,
He can
yeah.
show himself in the form of a cloud. He can show himself in three forms, like
Yeah.
what the Trinitarians believe in.
Can I
so
answer?
what you said does not disprove Christianity.
Can
Go
I
ahead,
answer?
answer.
If God lie, he will be seized God. This is the act of human being. God never lie. He is almighty. If God limit himself, become a human being and eat and go to toilet and sleep and die, then that ceases to be God. That's not God. That's a human being. In Islam, we don't believe that God is a human being. You become a human being, he sleep, you die. Let's talk. Why you don't believe in the Creator? What proof do you have? Why do you reject this
If
Creator?
God doesn't lie, then he's not omnipotent now, is he?
Let me speak with him.
If God cannot lie,
Why
then he
do
is
you-
not omnipotent. He
why
does not
do you
have the power
comprehend-
to lie.
No, why do you comprehend? Look,
Yes.
why do you comprehend your understanding of God based on your limited knowledge and
Limited
logic that
knowledge.
you-
What
and
makes
if
you say
I-
that my knowledge is
And if
limited?
I play with the premises of your logic, you can be very wrong in this point.
That's what he's
If
saying.
I play with your premises,
Do you think your knowledge is unlimited?
no, I never said that.
Okay, so why are you
are
calling
claiming
my
that.
knowledge limited
Because
if
then
we're
why
both
he
limited?
cannot do it, you already questioned the judgment of God. Why
So
he
what?
cannot do it? You
Yes.
already made it. The premise
Yes,
is that
because
you
you're
are
saying he's
it.
omnipotent.
The point is the premise that you have right now. What you're saying, we can simply say he doesn't want it, and what based on what logical premise you say he is wrong? Tell me that.
Based on what logical premise can you say that he doesn't want it?
And tell me what based on
It's
what
a
logical
possibility.
premise
If
you are
he's
saying that you are
omnipotent,
right.
he can do it. If God is omnipotent, he can lie.
What I'm
That's a
saying,
logical
based
conclusion,
on
like
what-
1 + 1 =
What
2.
is logic, by the way?
What is logic?
Based on what premise you're saying you are right, and that's why you
Listen,
deserve.
logic is something that you can make a conclusion in your head without seeing it at once. Like 1 + 1 = 2. It's a logical conclusion. Or a triangle has 3 sides.
Logic is just
It's
following
logic.
the rules.
Sorry?
Following the rules that we
No.
have accepted as a true.
No.
That's definitely not logic.
Okay, I
That's
think
definitely
conventional
not
sense.
logic.
That's really proof that
That is definitely not logic. I can
What
make
I'm
a rule
saying-
that
wait,
I
what
can make
I'm
a rule
saying
that
is-
I can.
what
Do you believe in God?
I will God to exist, but I don't believe in God because I'm not certain that a certain God
don't
is the
believe there is
real
God?
one.
good luck with
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and we have to meet other people.
Okay, I got 1 minute. You don't believe there is one Almighty God?
I'm not 100% certain that there
Yeah.
is one.
Okay, so you don't believe there is no God at all?
I don't believe there's
Yeah.
no God either.
Okay. So, 1 second, brother.
Agnostic, man. That's the
Brother.
definition.
Brother, 1 second, 1 second. So, do you ask the Muslim or the Christian to prove you that to prove you God?
No, I'm asking for certainty in their
Okay.
belief in their
You have
God.
you want proof, yeah? That to prove you
I
that
want
there is God.
to know why are
Okay.
you so certain in it?
Let me ask you one question. Do you have mother? Do you have mom?
Yes.
Have you seen your mom? Have you seen your mom?
Yes, I have.
Do you believe in your mom?
Yeah, I do believe in my mom.
Prove me that your mom is your mom.
I cannot prove you that my mom is my mom.
Exactly. Thank you.
And you know,
Have
no,
a
no, no,
good
no, no,
time.
no, no. No, this is the moment. No, no, no.
Have a good
You're not
time.
going to run away from this one. You're not going to run away from this one.
Just talk to
He
the camera.
rejects
You're not
that
gonna run
there
away
is no
from this
God. He
one.
cannot prove me that his mom is mom. I challenge you. If you can prove me that your mom is your mom, I will accept
Can you
your
prove
way.
that your mom is your mom?
Huh?
Can you prove that your
Yeah.
mom is your
I
mom?
will.
How?
based on
How?
epistemology
How do you
and
prove
knowledge.
it?
Based
Let
on
me-
epistemology
let
of
me give you-
Which
testimony.
knowledge?
Testimony.
Which knowledge? What testimony? Testimony is all you
Testimony
believe
of
in. What if I
testimony,
told
that
you
is the
that your mother is
foundation
not
of
your
knowledge.
mother? It's testimony.
Look here.
Why won't you believe me?
I will take you.
Why would
Listen,
you believe me?
I will take you. I will take you to for DNA test, and the DNA through DNA test I can prove it that my mom is my mom.
You can
but
take
you
me to as
prove
many
me.
DNA tests as possible.
But you prove me that your mom is your mom. What proof do you have?
Listen, is your coat blue?
I'm asking you a question.
Is
You
your
asking me a
coat blue?
question.
No, listen, is your coat blue? His coat is blue. What makes you say so?
Okay. 1 second.
Because your
One
eyes
second.
perceive
Brother.
his coat as blue. Our eyes have 3 color
Okay,
receptors.
let's go back to the
blue,
jacket.
red, and green. That's why you see your coat is blue. But butterflies have 6 color receptors. They have many
Okay,
more
one
colors than we
wanna
do.
finish, yeah.
Some animals are daltonic. They don't see any
What's
color.
your name? I never
Where
asked you a
is the
question.
real truth?
I never asked you your
Is
name.
your truth the real
What's
one?
your name?
You call me Pavlov.
Fuck, okay. Do you believe that? One second. Do you believe that your coat has a designer? Do you believe that your
My
coat has
coat-
a designer?
Okay, here we go
Wait,
again. You
Hamza,
didn't
do you
answer
believe
my
in God?
question. You didn't answer
This
my
is
question, so
the
I can
answer is in
answer
this.
yours.
The answer is in
You
this.
told me you believe your coat is
I'm giving
blue.
you the
You believe that
answer.
100%.
I'm giving you the answer. The answer is in
100%.
your coat. I'll give you the answer.
No, your coat first.
Yeah.
Then my coat.
Do you believe that?
No,
okay,
your
let's
coat
go my
first.
coat.
Okay.
Is my
Are you
coat has a
100%
designer?
certain? Are
One
you
second,
100%?
brother.
Get out of here, troll. Get out of here.
Tell
Get out
me,
of here.
is my coat has a designer?
Does
Is
is it blue? Is it
blue? Yeah. Is it
100%
designed?
certain.
Yeah.
That's because your eyes see it
Okay.
as such. It's
Well,
not
let's-
because
okay,
it's
that's
actually
fine.
blue.
Let's go to
The color in
Do you believe it's
objects
a
is the
designer?
reflection that we see.
One second.
What
Let
do you-
me
what
make
do
a
you
question.
believe, actually?
I'm asking you, my coat or your coat. Do you believe it has a designer?
Yes, it was created by humans.
Okay. What proof do you have that this has a designer? Do you know the person? What is the name? Where the person
No,
lives?
I don't.
So what's your proof?
That it has a designer.
What's your proof?
I saw coats being made.
What's your proof?
What's my proof that
What's
this
your
coat
proof?
was made?
Tell me the name of the person, the designer, where he lived. Did he have you ever meet?
I don't
If you
know
believe
him.
that he has a designer,
I never got through the trouble of actually finding out who exactly made
There's
this.
you
a
cannot
difference
prove
between
me that your
designer of
coat
a
has
coat
a
and
designer.
designer
You
of
cannot
human.
prove me that
There's
your mom has a
difference.
designer.
Just as
You're
you
rejecting.
cannot
One
prove
second.
me that your mother is your real
One
mother.
second. One second. I can prove you.
No, you can't.
Through DNA. One
No, you
second.
can't.
Because
Even
this
if
is
you
my
do a
question I
DNA
ask you.
test, how can you be certain that it's real, that it's truthful, that what says
This
on
was
the
my
DNA
question
test
from
is true?
you.
There have been
this was
DNA
my
tests
question.
that were proven wrong.
This was my
because
question.
that was a mistake.
My question was from you to prove me that your mom is your mom.
You're not telling me anything.
Okay, let's go back to the creator. You don't have a proof that your coat has a designer. You cannot prove me that your mom is your proof, and you're rejecting the creator of the
My
universe.
mom is my proof. I cannot prove that my mom is my
Did
proof.
you give birth to your son?
It was a
That's
slip
what
of
you
the
said.
tongue, man. Come on, keep going.
Okay, what do you mean?
Did you give birth to your son?
Sorry?
Did you give birth to your son?
Did I do what?
Give
birth.
birth to yourself.
Gave birth to myself.
Yeah.
I would
I
just
don't think
see.
so.
Can you?
I don't think I
Can you
can.
give birth to your son?
No, I don't think I can.
Can your mom give birth
No,
to
I
her
don't
son?
think I can.
Can things come
What's
out
the
of nothing?
question about? What are you trying to achieve with
Let's
the
go.
question?
Can things come out of nothing?
But there is no such thing as...
What? Let's go
Have
one
you
by
heard
one.
of David Hume?
One by one.
No, but
Have
there
you
is
heard
no
of
such
David
thing
Hume?
as nothing.
One
Have you heard of David
Can
Hume?
things come out of nothing? Can things come out of nothing?
There's no
Bro,
such thing
you're
as
not
nothing.
answering any
There's no such thing as nothing.
I'm asking
need to
you,
know
can
that.
things come out of nothing?
I haven't seen anything coming
You
from
cannot
nothing.
give birth to yourself.
No,
Your
I
mom
never saw
cannot give birth to
anything. I
yourself.
never
Who
saw
created
anything
them?
coming from nothing.
Who made it then?
And thus I assume that it can't be created from nothing because I never
Okay,
saw it
let
happen.
me-
There is no
let me ask you
Same
this.
with you. You
Let me
never
ask you
saw
this.
anything
If a
being
big
created
elephant
from
come,
nothing.
if a big
You never
elephant
saw
come
it.
now,
You never saw it before,
brother,
have you?
brother, let me ask
No,
you.
you haven't
Well,
saw
I
it.
was
If a
born
big
in Israel. I'm
elephant,
talking about
brother,
existence.
one second.
Okay, what's
If
that?
a big elephant come in the front of you, a big elephant, yeah, a big
Elephant.
yeah, come in the front of you, and I tell you that this is came out of nothing by chance. Will you
The
accept?
elephant came out of nothing by chance.
Yeah, will you accept?
What's your reasoning for that?
So,
Why should I believe
okay,
you?
then who made you? Who created you? If you
No,
cannot
why
give
should
birth to
I
yourself?
believe you?
The world.
The same
Sir,
logic
I'm
functions for
asking
your
you.
religion. Somebody told
Sir.
you that this was it was this God
I'm
called
asking
Allah
you.
who made everything.
You cannot give
The
birth to
same way
yourself.
I will not believe that the elephant came
One
out of
second,
nowhere.
sir.
I will not believe
One
that
second.
Allah
Let's go back to
was
the
the
discussion.
creator.
Look,
No,
you
no,
didn't
no,
have
no,
a
it's the
you
same
didn't have a
logic.
proof
It's
to
the same
prove that
logic.
your mom
It's
is
the
your
same
mom.
logic.
You didn't prove that your God has a design.
What's the proof that Allah is the
You
real
can't
God?
give birth
Where's
to
the proof?
yourself.
Where is the proof?
Your mom
No,
cannot
where-
give
where
birth
is
to
the proof?
herself.
Where's the proof, bro?
Who made you then?
No, where is the proof? Where's the proof that Allah was the God?
The proof is
everything.
the proof is.
Where's the proof?
Can I give you?
What do I have to
Can I give the proof? Can I
There is
one
no such
second?
thing as
Well,
nothing.
can I give the proof? Yeah,
Where's
I'll
the
give the
proof?
proof.
Where's the
You
proof?
want listen? Okay, listen. The proof is I ask you. Can you give birth to yourself?
There you go. So your proof,
Let me
your
answer
answer
you.
is a question.
Let me answer you.
No, you're asking me another
I'm
question.
answering. No.
No, you need to
I'm
answer,
asking.
not ask
No,
a
I'm
question.
repeating. I'm repeating.
No, you're asking questions
No, no, I'm
without
not asking.
answering anything.
I said I ask you.
Because you can't answer.
I said
There is
I
no
ask you.
proof that Allah is the real
You're
God.
not allowing me to speak.
There is no proof, bro.
No,
It's dead. You're just shouting at each other. It's bullshit.
It's because you don't accept the possibility that you might be wrong, even though I accept the
Human beings in
possibility.
existence are different.
Okay, come
No,
here.
no, very
come here.
easy
You
for
wanna
you,
talk?
very
Okay,
easy for
where's
you.
the proof? Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Where is the proof? It's very easy. How is it easy? Does it? And Allah has a creator too. So Allah also has a creator. Allah has a creator. If everything has a creator, Allah has a creator.
Arrogance, we don't accept it.
If Allah has a
arrogant and
creator, you're the arrogant one.
Guys, just leave it.
Believing that you have the absolute truth about this world, that's the real arrogance. That is real. Anybody else? Anybody else want to say that their God is the only one who exists? Anybody else wants to talk about this? Do you want to talk about this? The Christian guy. Huh? Well, they ran away. Huh? You want to talk?
Well-
Let's go.
I had a conversation with a Muslim from Afghanistan, and
Yeah, I heard they were
Yes.
showering you with fallacies.
I asked him if they, because he said that the characteristics of God is the Almighty and the Anointed, the most merciful. And, I did a research on the Quran about the Tawhid, which is the oneness of God. And here it talks about the day of resurrection. And it says here that it's Sahih Muslim, chapter 4, verse 1.
Let me see. Let me see.
Yes,
Which
you
one
can
is
see.
it? Which one?
This one.
Okay. Abu Umama said he heard Allah's messenger say, recite the Quran for one day, for on the day of resurrection, it will come as an intercessor for those who recite it. Recite the two bright ones, Al-Bukhara and Surah Al-Imran, for on the day of the resurrection, they will come as two clouds or two shades or two flocks of birds in ranks, pleading for those who recite them. Very confusing, by the way. Not certain at all. Recite Surah Al-Bukhara for to take course. Okay, that's just bad English. To it is a blessing, and to give it up a cause of grief, and the magicians cannot confront it. Muawiyah said, it has been conveyed to me that here Batala means magicians. Sahih Muslim. What does this mean?
That Allah, there is a separation from Allah, the word of Allah. If you read this, Quran will appear as a man. And it says here, the Quran will come on the day of resurrection like a pale man. And will say, I am the one who kept you awake at night and made you thirsty during the day. and this is in the Sunnah in Maya.
Bro, if you want contradictions in the Quran, write on YouTube contradictions on the Quran. There's one video that's very helpful about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's lots of contradictions about the Quran. Especially one passage says there is no how do they call it? No compulsion in religion, and another says you must fight those who don't believe in Allah.
Yeah,
there are other big contradictions in the Quran. For example, one passage says that man was created from clay. One passage says man was created from a drop of water. One passage says a drop of blood. One passage says from nothingness.
Yeah.
It says lots of contradictions in it. If you want contradictions, look up some more clear contradictions, because those guys will shower you with fallacies left and right, and they will not answer anything. You know what I mean? And honestly, if I'm to be completely honest with you, I wouldn't even believe in Christianity if I were you, because it's a tool of power, just like Islam is. The big difference is that Islam is a bit more fertile ground for extremism nowadays.
Yeah.
Islam didn't have a much more violent history than Christianity, but nowadays I would say it's worse. But yeah, that's all I have to say to you, man. Nothing else. But tell me just one thing. Why do you believe that your God is the one that exists?
I understand, but if you see the creation of the universe, it came from one point, one thing.
We don't know that. We are meddling into things that we don't understand, like infinity and nothingness. Humans never perceived it. They cannot perceive it because they are finite beings. They will simply never perceive it. Honestly, I would tell you, don't pick arguments with the Muslims about this, because they are very good at throwing fallacies at you and avoiding the actual conversation. They will just keep overwhelming you. Look up those those contradictions that I told you. I don't know, maybe get a Quran or something like that. I don't know Arabic myself. I think it's a very stupid thing to say that to be able to criticize Islam, you need to know Arabic. Basically, that means that every Muslim that is a Muslim without knowing Arabic is not an actual Muslim, because they can't actually perceive the real Quran, the real message, because that's the argument against non-Arabic speakers who criticize the Quran. And that's what I would tell you. But anyway, thank you for the...
No problem.
I would tell you, look up those contradictions and, find some better ones, and you'll go better.
Thank you.
Content over everything. From your humanity. Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
We don't know.
Listen.
Mental health issues that he makes him think he's blind. So when someone prays and he feels relaxed, then he can see again. When he was always able to see, but he had some mental issues.
That man was correct. Medicine and all the science said he was blind. He went to church.
How did you measure that? How did you measure that?
Science measured that he was never going to be.
How did you measure that? How did you measure that he was blind and then because of that specific prayer, he became unblind?
Because after 5 minutes of prayer,